Hey everybody, it's Sinvicta. It's time to run here the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Tuesday, Mosh Pit. Man, oh man, we are ready to go for hopefully what is going to be a good run. I mean, we started off a little bit sketch, obviously with the challenge run, but then yesterday's run was definitely not too bad. Thanks a lot, Soul Buddy, and let's see what type of run we got going today. Here's your artwork of the day submitted here by I Love Cats-514. That's their name, not my words. On the Sinvicta subreddit, title of the thread was my Isaac drawing. Then in the thread, they said, "Hi, Sinvicta. I've been watching your videos for only a little longer than a year, and have just recently decided to post on your Reddit page. Anyway, here's a little sketch I made of Isaac and some bosses." I love it. I did especially enjoy that you included one of the little haunts underneath haunt. Then Mega Satan just looks freaking awesome. So does the lamb as well. So good job. Keep it up, and please submit submit more artwork. I'd love to see it. And thank you everybody who does do that every single day on the Sinvicta subreddit. It's a great place to hang out, and also, of course, you got the Discord as well. CJ is going to be Quebec Hotel 3 Mike Yankee Golf 9-4. We've got the Book of Secrets and not Mega. This is going to be Azazel's. Oh gosh, what is this tier's raid? Azazel's Rage, along with a 1.93 tiers. Ugh. Yeah, this is already something that I don't want to be a part of here. Azazel's Rage, I think, is one of the worst Devil Deal items in the game. Just flat out, period, point blank. There's no redeeming qualities about it. You can't control when it fires. You have to time whenever you're trying to make it to use it on a boss, and if you don't do that, well, then you're just SOL. It doesn't do any increased amount of damage or anything like that. It's just one big Mega Blast, and then that is it. And it's just not a fun item. If you could control it, and this is what I've talked about literally every single time we see Azazel's Rage, if you can control and bank the charges of Azazel's Rage, then we're talking a little bit more of a better, more substantial weapon. But unfortunately, it doesn't do that. It goes off, and you just have to hope that and pray that the timing lines up. Kind of like this here. So Azazel's Rage is going to be able to deal a good amount of damage to Fruity Plum, or Baby Plum, and down she goes, and we're just going to head on down, I guess. We have a Stars card, which we can go straight into the item room with. Yes, sir. Am I muted? No, okay. And you got to see a little bit there of what Azazel's Rage can do, and that's obviously what I would have saved it for. I think anyone in their right mind would probably save the Mega Blast charge from Azazel's Rage for a boss. And that may be too one-dimensional for the designers. I'm not quite sure what they were expecting with this item, though. This is what I'll say. If we can't have just a straight-up just functionality change of Azazel's Rage, then at least let the duration last for a couple rooms. Not to the mega degree, but definitely allow it to travel through rooms and allow us to possibly get one or two multiple rooms of combat cleared before it dissipates. That's all I'm asking for. So you see right here now, I don't really want to go into the big room without having a full charge, or at least a charge of Azazel's Rage ready to go. Especially with this tiers rate, we're going to need to really depend on it. Chariot card might help us out a little bit. We have a curse room as well. We can use the Stars card to get out of there and get into the item room for free. I don't want to do that yet, though, and the main reason is because I want to see if we can find a mob trap room or a boss trap room, or just nothing in here. That's fine too. And get a free, essentially what is a free challenge room out of the way, without any sort of consequence. We can go in there, pick up the item, and then just FO. Empress Machine. But let's see. I think what I'm going to do, just in case, I'm going to take this Chariot card, and if this is the fly room, then we're going to have to have a little bit of help here. Okay, so there's no challenge room. I'm just going to use the Chariot card now, take care of the Gishes, take care of the flies. There we go. There we go. All right, now we can go into the curse room. Remember, this does not count against our Devil Deal. Of course, I forgot the Stars card, so... And, yeah, that's definitely an item there. Shard of Glass is a shard of something else that rhymes with glass. Still gonna go back and take the stars card though. And hopefully we can get a soul heart inside of the shop. We need a soul heart for many reasons. The main reason being is that if we get a devil deal that we can take, we need to have a little bit of overflow HP. We have a little bit of overflow HP to allow us to get that. 7 cents is enough to get a payout, or at least a attempted payout from Judgment, which is the reason why I tapped it like that. Even though we don't have a whole lot of HP. We got one of our bombs back. We paid 6 cents for one singular bomb. The Rotten Heart could be okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and just take it now. So it does act as a little bit more of a buffer to save us from taking red heart damage. We also picked up Mongo Baby. Mongo Baby's a bro. He's going to help out our DPS quite a lot, considering that we don't have a lot to give here. 4.02 damage is a good starting stat for damage, but certainly not going to be something that we want to carry into the end game. We need to get some pretty good devil deal items right out of the gate here, and that's exactly what I'm hoping for. Get a range upgrade. Yep. And add PhD. Ooh boy. Alrighty. Yikes, dude. Alright, so the same rules apply here. We're just going to be looking for a challenge room, and this time I won't forget the stars card, but yeah, getting a range upgrade after 2 floors is that's awful. That is the epitome of a yikes. Of a wow bad room. Definitely not going to take false PhD. We don't have any stats to give. Yes, we would be able to get some damage out of it, but damage is not our problem right now. It's our tears rate, a lack thereof. We have a challenge room here, so this is a good opportunity for us to sneak some kind of chest. But I'm not going to do it for a singular steel chest. So the quest for using the stars card intelligently continues. At least the Book of Secrets is giving us a little bit of mapping. Yeah, I mean, we get Common Cold, it's fine. Maybe we'll get Magic Mush if we're lucky. We didn't. We did get 2 Soul Hearts, which is good. And now we have the long walk over to the boss room. We should, I think, have Azazel's Rage charged for the horizontal room right before the boss, I believe. Maybe sooner. So we got to charge it one more time here, and then it's going to go off in the next room, which is neither one of the big rooms, so unfortunately we cannot get that. And I would absolutely love Humbling Bundle and get a random Soul Heart. Love Humbling Bundle if we can manage it. Yeah, see, I feel that Azazel's Rage should get double or even triple the duration, and then also have the ability to at least travel through rooms. That would quell my issue. That would quell my issues that I have with Azazel's Rage. I wouldn't have any more complaints about it. Fortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to get Humbling Bundle, even if we do get a bomb. The likelihood of us getting 15 cents out of a singular bomb out of a donation machine is very, it's not impossible, but it's just unlikely. I'm definitely not going to give up. As much as I love Wooden Penny, I'm not going to give it up for the Book of Secrets. Get a softball here with Fistula. Just got to be careful of the chunks, and of course the bomb flies that spawn outside of them. By bomb flies, I mean the worms. The grubs. Mongo Baby helping us out with that trailing damage a little bit here. I appreciate that. And we get yet another range upgrade. All right. Okay, so the identity of this run is now starting to take full shape here. We know what to expect from this run. And it's important that you recognize those patterns early so you can manage your expectations. I know the secret room is here, but again, we have no bomb for it. First room is here. Obviously, there is a boss trap room, but we have no way of getting in there without sacrificing a large portion of our HP, which is not going to be worth it. I'm willing to sacrifice 1/2 heart to get into the curse room, and then we'll go instantly to the item room, no matter what. And we get our soul heart back, and then some. Then we lose it immediately. Brittle Bones. Brittle Bones is excellent. It's going to help us get our permanent tiers up by a whole lot. And you can bet your bottom dollar we are getting rid of every single one of these bone hearts. Because, good lord, we need the tiers right now. Mom's Key would be excellent for our economy. And absolutely worth bombing for here. But we're not going to get enough money for it. Now, we should save one of these Brittle Bones for a devil deal, or at least a cheaper devil deal anyway. Or at least to nuke the boss, which is what I'm intending on doing. Because the Brittle Bones explosion actually does a pretty significant amount of damage if you hit them with all the bones. So I'm going to save one of these. I'm still going to get rid of the tiers upgrade is way more important than the devil deal item is currently. So that is the logic behind that. And we can just nuke Gertie Jr. here as well. Now, we don't want to lose any soul hearts. There we go. And we failed a 73% deal with the devil and deal with the angel. Right. Get the compass effect. Small rock, which is going to kill our movement speed, but it does give us more tiers, so we got to get something there for DPS, because these range upgrades are wearing me thin here. Our range is good. It better be good after this many range upgrades. Skipped ahead there, and this is a pretty decent room for us to get Azazel's Rage to proc, even though it was not my intention nor plan. And this would have been a dead end. All right. It's not even like we're not moving fast through this run because of an incredibly overpowered build or anything like that. It's literally there's no reason for us to stay on these floors. We're not getting enough money to buy stuff. We're not getting enough HP to look around for demon judgment. We have too much HP to get into challenge rooms to use our teleport effectively. So it's just an amalgamation right now of bad instances. Put it lightly. Skinny on mushroom, it gives us movement speed and it gives us even more tiers. We already technically broke the tiers cap thanks to Brittle Bones, but remember that was the tiers upgrades you get from Brittle Bones are extra. That's extra stats that you get. They are not cumulative in the sense that they are stopped by a cap. They are uncapped. It's uncapped stats. So all the tiers upgrades that we got, it raised our cap, but it did not raise our actual tiers value up to 5. So in other words, we still have a lot of room to go because we had such a low amount of tiers rate, and we popped all the Brittle Bones HP bone hearts. So we could probably get this build up to 7, I think, is our current cap currently. That's assuming that we don't get another bone heart, and we're gonna get another boss item that's not going to matter in this run. Now this is some repentance itemization right here. Range upgrades and orbitals. Not even gonna take it, to be honest. Abba Dabba Ding Dong and Sulfur. Sulfur's been showing up quite a lot lately. This is tough because this would give us 2 or 3 Leviathan plus Sulfur. We don't have to worry about timing. We don't have to worry about timing Azazel's Rage anymore. So, as much as I love mapping, it just makes more sense to take Sulfur here. Now our tears rate's looking good. Our DPS is looking good. Our tears rate is above good. It's better than good. It's great. So, Azazel's Rage, this is why we can't have any nice things here, because you go off in rooms like this, where there's nothing to fight. I know, it only procs in active combat rooms, but it still doesn't matter, though. Like, it's that kind of stuff that it's just like, yep, that's Azazel's Rage for you. Blasting into nothing. That wouldn't have worked for Team Rocket's catchphrase, that's for sure. Team Rocket's blasting into nothing. Really? That's a shocker. At this point, I'm just taking items in hopes for the reroll, but a strength card, which you don't really need. All we're doing is looking for the Fool card. Get the actual compass, which is as good as mapping as we're gonna ever hope for. So we'll take that. We still need to find the Fool card, though. And we take Sulfur because obviously it's going to make bossing a lot easier for us and also just safer. It just happens to coincide with double usefulness because it transforms you into the Leviathan transformation too, next to Abba Dabba Ding Dong. So if we get one more Devil Deal that has a cursed item or an evil item, then we are Gucci fam. We're gonna pop Sulfur here. Sulfur, if you didn't know, gives us Brimstone for the room temporarily. If we somehow have a way of getting double charges, then we can turn it to Mega Brimstone, which is a much more upgraded and powerful version of this Brimstone. But even then, this Brimstone's still good. Gonna make bossing pretty much as safe as it possibly could be, especially with his tears rate and with his damage. Our damage is not incredible, but it's not terrible either. Try to get us. Done tried. Guppy's Head and Gimpy, which I like both of these items, but do I like them enough to go down to 2 HP? Not necessarily. And I will take Blood Bag. It is an HP upgrade. I'd love to get that Soul Heart if we can get a Soul Heart. I did not mean to play 3 Skull Monty there. Hypercoagulation going off for us. There's nothing... I scoff at hypercoagulation, not because the item is bad. It's just, again, it's kind of like a slap in the face at this level of the game here. You know, we're not going to get much use out of hypercoagulation outside of, save something for like this, these isolated incidents where it can be useful to feed us back some HP. But what I would have much enjoyed more would obviously be a more S tier item. Tear effect, piercing shots, spectral tears, anything like that. I'll take the left hand here and hopefully we get back, or get a chance anyway to get Guppy. This was Rage ready to go. Might as well use it on this floor. Oh, yeah. Get a bomb out of it. I'm so shocked the secret room wasn't there. It should be right there. I cannot believe it's not there. Alright, so we're gonna pick up the soul heart. We don't need to worry about the full charge. We've got a decent amount of keys, and we don't have Guppy's tail, so there's no reason for us to try to use it for anything. Now, of course, we could also use our HP as currency as well for bombs. Might be a play here with the confessional booth. Getting the half red heart is way more important than tapping during the invincibility period of the Polaroid. So if we can manage to maintain this, we might be able to get some good HP here. There we go. Hypercoagulation making this possible with the Polaroid. Got another soul heart. So, I mean, this is all hypercoagulation here. This is some big time plays. Look at that. We got another soul heart. We might even be able to play the sack room now. That one seemed like it disappeared pretty quickly. Not gonna lie. Wow, we got a full rack of hearts, y'all. I'm gonna go play the sack room. I'm looking at this like a big opportunity here. I mean, that's massive right there. We are gonna have to deal and contend with Polaroid though doing this, but I think it's definitely worth it. More coins. Now we're not gonna get teleport to the angel room. We will get taken to the devil deal, which I would have taken a Guppy's head for, probably just for the Guppy transformation. Get another soul heart there. We get 7 troll bombs. We're just gonna walk out, walk back in. And hopefully if we get 7 soul hearts, and we do get 7 soul hearts, wow, yeah, that was... I mean, we got nothing out of that except a couple of cents, but the point remains is that was an excellent pickup with hypercoagulation. So, man, that was so good. We'll definitely take that. That was a big time play. Those are the kind of plays we need around here, son. We have another sack room here. You want to see what's inside of this mob trap room, and then also see who the mini boss is, because they may give us an Emperor card. There we go. I don't mind ruining Polaroid invincibility because of hypercoagulation, and we also had, I mean, we've got tons of HP right now. Okay, there's our Leviathan transformation and 1 of 3 Guppy. So if we take Pentagram, it's gonna bring us down to it's going to bring us down to 10 hearts. No, it's going to bring us down to 9 hearts. Then we'll go back to 12. We'll go back to 11 thanks to the Leviathan transformation. If we take this first, that takes us down to 9 hearts. And then we go over here. That takes us down to 6 and puts us at 8. Yeah, so it makes a lot more sense to take the pentagram first over Guppy's collar. Do that. No, we still in it. We still with 8 anyway, but it doesn't matter. I wasn't taking into account the fact that we I thought we had a bomb. Whoops. Sorry, Isaac. I don't know why I thought we had a bomb. So Leviathan transformation is going to give us flying and 2 soul hearts. definitely why I would want spectral tears here. It's rooms like this. Fizzle's Rage is ready. I have a feeling we're going in the wrong direction. And we are. Loving our tears rate. I was hoping that we're going to find a couple more bone hearts on this run, but that didn't happen. I mean, Matriarch, which with Brimstone shouldn't be too much of a problem, even though she is annoying. And she's cheap, too. That's another thing. She's very cheap. Especially when she decides to push her grubs along with her. Kind of like that right there. Get a damage upgrade. We already knew it was in the Devil Deal, so it's actually beneficial for us for it to not proc here. Curse of the Loss, or Curse of the Maze. This is Rage actually cleaning house in here. Here's one of my least favorite rooms in the entire game, and I think it's a lot of people's least favorite rooms too. Not the least favorite, but it's definitely one of them. See, we can't be taking pot shots here. It's great that we have Sulfur, but it does not save us from taking bad damage at all. We have no recourse in terms of getting our HP back. We are wholly dependent on the left hand coming through for us. Secret room might be here. We'll take the Eternal Heart because we have an easy way of getting rid of the red heart container. By that I mean emptying it because we have blood bombs. Wow. All right, game. So we're gonna play that game again, huh? Where it always spawns underneath us. Okay. I mean, there wasn't even hesitation there. The game immediately threw that eye laser spawn right underneath us. It's 2 or 3 Guppy. We would have had Guppy had we taken Guppy's head, but fortunately now it's moot because we can't take it. So, and it's also the last chance for us to get a Guppy. So yeah. And man, oh man, we have a long way to go here. Now we gotta hope that we get some soul hearts from a red chest. I mean, eventually it's gonna stop giving us bombs and useless teleports, right? No tinted rock that I could see in this room. Definitely where Brimstone and Sulfur earns its keep here. Sometimes you can get a crawl space out of there, sometimes not. This Rage is ready to go again. You know, for all the trash I've talked about Azazel's Rage, it has done us a pretty big favor here with a lot of these rooms. I just wish I know that it could be better. I don't wish. I know it could be better. And an item that we can really kind of celebrate getting instead of, you know, just hating on it all the time. I also should get rid of our bomb here so I can get rid of our... Go down to Polar Invincibility. I'm going to take the Strength card for Isaac because we're going to need that damage buff. Or damage debuff, depending on how you look at it. Immediately give one of those back there. Okay. I thought I picked up that red heart. can't be doing this. We can't be getting these little hits here and there. It's got to stop. We're pissing away a lot of HP right now. Reverse strength card is going to debuff all enemies in the room and make them take double damage for 60 seconds. Here's rate is definitely moving here with the Brittle Bones buff. I'm going to go back and take this Chariot card in case we get into a lot of trouble, but we've got to stop the bad damage here. It's all my fault too, but we can't be doing it. There's darkness. Yeah, we could get Rotten Baby, but I don't think he's worth it at this point. It would take us down to Polar Invincibility, but the problem is that we may need this Red Heart container. Any more hands? You good? Fun trick. Float just kind of moving around while firing brimstone. I did not know there was a third arachnid over here, or a third wretched over here. Sulfur saved us in this room. Saved us hard. Okay. So in order for us to go north, we've got to go south. According to Isaac logic and mapping here. Got a super greed. We got ourselves a Bumba. Really hoping that we were going to get more soul hearts out of the left hand than we have. Pretty disappointed in our payouts here. We haven't even gotten a free double deal item. We've only gotten maybe 1 or 2 free teleports, and that was it. We don't have any. We have no way of getting this HP back here, so we can't keep taking these hits. Our movement speed is also not great. I think is a big reason why we're taking a lot of this bad damage here. I thought the Trite was dead. We got another dead end. Dude, the back half of this run has felt like a struggle bus. Where the hell is this boss room, dude? Come on. What? Like we've known where. Oh, he's still alive. We've known where the boss room is for this entire time, and we still haven't found it yet. I mean, this is look at this map, dude. That's ridiculous. We finally see an avenue north, thinking, oh, okay, well here it is. No, it just breaks off to the freaking west. And the more rooms that we go into, the higher the chance is that we take damage. We may have to fill this red heart. That's what I've been saying. Because, again, this is why dead ends and bad mapping is dangerous. You're just opening yourself up for taking more damage. The longer that you're in these rooms and the more rooms that you frequent. And it's dangerous. We find ourselves in a pretty precarious situation here. And we still have not gotten to the boss room yet. This is one of the worst chest layouts I think I've ever seen. And the fun part is we still have a big room to go. On top of having to fight you-know-who. Hazel's Rage coming up for us here. The double champion Mega Fatty is terrible. We've got to keep them on the same screen here. We cannot let them get off screen. Good Lord, what a struggle, man. I'm going to take this half heart. We still maintain polar invincibility, but we need a third heart container. This movement speed has been way more dangerous than I let on. The path to this blue baby though is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, pot shot there from that pooter. Didn't think we were in range of that. Cannot let blue baby get close to you. He'll trap you in that circle shot and there's just no escape. Oof, wow, what a struggle at the end there. So get me out of that run. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you click the like button. That was intense in the chest there. Thank God we had Sulfur. And you know, shout out to Hazel's Rage. It did better than expected, better than usual anyway. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button. It's the best way to support my channel, everybody. Love to get these videos over 3,000 likes so we can continue on with the like streak goal. And thank you, Mosh Pit. I hope you had a great start to your brand new week here. As always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Don't forget about tonight's live stream. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to patrons of mine like Noah Drummond and Myth Withy. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta.